Murrieta Field of Honor. Of course, we have over 2,000 flags set up here, and then thousands and thousands of people coming by here at the Field of Honor. So we're going to see a lot of people among the flags today. People are proud to be in Murrieta. We hear that a lot because of the wonderful things that happen out here that the city provides, and then the Rotary Club. This is sponsored by the Rotary Club of Murrieta. So Murrieta City Hall, Murrieta Rotary combined to put these wonderful community events together, and it really does bring the community together.
In the year 2008, that's the last time I was mayor, the Rotary Club came to me and they said, we have an idea that we picked up from another place in the United States. And they showed me the pictures and I said, that's fantastic, let's do it. And so the rest really became history. There was a lot of effort on the part of the Rotary Club and all their volunteers. You don't get 2,000 flags of this size in one place without a tremendous amount of effort and coordination, and it could not have happened without all their volunteers. So the whole city of Murrieta, all 106,000 people, we owe a debt of gratitude to the Rotary Club of Murrieta.
We wanted it to be our community service project, and that's what it has done for us. It's something that we're known throughout the valley that, oh, you're the club that puts up all the flags. We've had people that have joined our club because of this event.
This event has taken our service club, from 30 members to 50 members. To be an important part of what goes on within this community, and it goes beyond the field. Now our club has more influence and more impact on the community than we could ever have had otherwise.
I don't think that groups should look at it as what it can do for them. I think that it's just, why aren't you doing this?
I attribute the growth of this event greatly to social media. We were able to get the word out about what we were doing here, and not only that, we were able to very clearly show the community what was happening, how beautiful it was, how many people were involved. We were able to sell flags anywhere on earth, and we've also gone viral. We post a photo of our field and we get 100 likes within 5 minutes. And what other way can you reach such a broad audience in such a fast time?
The volunteer groups, the youth groups, that we have Boys and Girls Clubs. We have probably every Boy Scout, Girl Scout troop in the Coachella Valley that comes and helps us. I mean, they look forward to that every year. This is a project that they want to get involved in because almost anybody that you know either has a military member in their family or they know of someone, and so that's the thing that touches their hearts.
People come here, they become a part of the process, and they have some degree of ownership, we believe. They feel like, I put that flag out, that over there where the flags were, I put those over there. See that row of name tags? I did all the S's today. So it is labor intensive, but as you can see, how beautiful. It's worth all the time we spend.
I can't imagine anybody would not want to sponsor something like this, whether it be a large donation or a small donation. This is America. This is who we are. This is Hometown USA. Again, whether you're a large company or a small company, this is what we're all here for, is to help each other and to come together. And for you to sponsor something like this and put your name and your imprint on something else shows the community how much you care about the community in and of itself, how much you care about its people, its future generations, and certainly generations who have gone before us. I can't imagine anybody not wanting to have some kind of imprint in some special way on an event in a field of honor such as this.
What we found is that the local sponsors, in other words, instead of going for big national sponsors, we found that the local business guy with $500 or $1,000 loves this event, appreciates this event, especially those business owners who are veterans, and we have a lot of those in this area. So we have found that finding smaller sponsors but in good number, that's the way it works for us.
And the trick is, once you get them out to the field after they've done an initial sponsorship, they're not going anyplace. They're involved in this project because of what it is, because of a love of country and patriotism and appreciation for the folks that serve and have given. And that's why they keep coming back every year. So I said, no, what we're going to do is put a coalition together of nonprofits, not-for-profit organizations, 501c3s, and make an opportunity available to them to go out and sell flank sponsorships, which is a lot less fattening than candy and will give a much better feeling afterwards. And for each one, they get $10 back towards their programs. And that has really been the secret of the success. And that's another element that if we hadn't had that, we'd probably been done after 1 year.
Community should do this because it is a good thing to be grateful and to remember. And in this case, to remember the sacrifices that people have made for us. That's to remember.
The question I would ask is, what is your hesitation? I mean, there's not one community in the United States that hasn't lost someone in Iraq and Afghanistan, or even in those original bombings. And maybe you don't do it on the scale that we have done. Maybe you just do it for the military personnel that you've lost in your own community. But it's a way to get the entire community, regardless of what your politics are, what community service group you belong to, rival high schools, it doesn't matter. It's something that everybody can get involved in, and it's such a simple event to put on. I mean, ours is a little bit big, but it's a simple event to get to put on.
We just love it. It's a way to really get the community thoughts and feelings together to show their appreciation for the people who protect our freedoms.
We've had a retired Marine veteran in a motorized wheelchair that came out one year to do security for us. He patrolled the fields in his motorized scooter the entire night. He had his neighbors bring him coffee and things to eat. We've had veterans that come and unexpectedly stumbled on somebody that they knew that they didn't know had been killed. And we have people that come and see a name from one of their hometowns, purchase the flag, and send it back to that family.
And there are different stories that happen every day. It is, you just can't avoid it. And you think you can't get jaded on this thing, because it's not just the beauty and the incredible grandeur of the flags, it's all the experiences that people experience when they come through.
And there's a point in our healing field that you don't see any traffic, you don't see any buildings, all you see are flags. It really is a spiritual experience when you're in the middle of all those flags and you realize it's not just a number, it's not a flag, this is a person. And I'm so proud to be involved in this organization.
This is quintessential small town patriotic America. When you look at the Field of Honor and all the kids that are out here today, what it says is those 6-year-olds and 7-year-olds that come through here, they will be our leaders in 4 decades from now, and we hope that they are steeped in history and patriotism.
I would like to say that how much we appreciate the family from the Colonial Flag Foundation. I must say that the outreach that they provide, the encouragement that they provided to us, the just overall, I mean, the whole family, they've made us feel like the family of the Colonial Flag Foundation, that we are an integral part of what they're doing. And it's just a joy to work with them and to know that they've got our back and that we can count on them in the future.
We really, really appreciate Colonial Flag Foundation. They've been wonderful, wonderful partners from the very beginning. Yes, we're proud of what we accomplished, but we couldn't do it without them.
it's a labor of love. I mean, you couldn't pay me to do what I've been doing and the hours I put in and all that stuff. It's just a labor of love. My dad is honored in the field here. He was a Marine and also a firefighter, a captain in the LA Fire Department. And my mother has a flag in here because she put up with this little guy and raised me, and here I am. I'm all right. So, and then my wife has passed, and so she was a real trooper and a real supporter, and so there's a flag here for her also. So it's meaningful to me on many levels, and that's part of the scope of what we're doing here is not only the military and the first responders, but other heroes. And, we all have heroes, and it's a wonderful way to salute them, and then you can take the flag home and use it during the year.
It goes to the core of healing. It goes to the core of, for those young men that came back from Iraq and Afghanistan, and they realize that we're paying attention. We're not forgetting the fallen. We're not forgetting about them and the parents and the families. Think about the aunts and uncles and cousins and moms and dads that come to this field, or acquaintances that come to this field and have an opportunity to find the name on our reading list, or find the name out on the tag on the field itself. It's just remembering and letting these young people know that we're not forgetting them. We're not going to repeat history and cause these young people who are returning and the families of those who did not return to feel like that their time and their greatest gifts were not appreciated.
I would say that there shouldn't be a hesitation to start doing this. You should have a Field of Honor in your community. It brings your community together. It brings out the support, as I said in the beginning, camaraderie in your community to support the veterans, both past and present. When you have something that is so profound like this is, and the first time I saw it was really just breathtaking is the only word that I can use. And for anybody that has the opportunity to bring your community together with something like this, the opportunity should not be missed, and it should not be passed, and you should do it 100% without hesitation.